inverse functions and relation. What is an inverse function? The relation where you switch the domain and range values. Inverse is essentially the for a mirror, it's basically a mirror value. So the value of x, that is the set 1, which is we are calling it as a domain, and the mapped set, which is the set y or b, you say, all the values are called codomain. So the values which are being mapped are called range. All the values on the y set are totally domain, but the only values which are mapped from x to y, that is the value of y which are mapped, that are called range. So in these 4, just assume that 2 are mapped, 2 are not. So 2 is the range, 2 of the value will be in range, but all the 4 values will be in codomain. Codomain is all the values. So if it would have been 1, 2, 5, 6, if we combine this, or we have just mapped 1 to 5, so 1 to 5, 6 will be codomain, 1 to 5 will be range. So whenever we talk about inverse relation, we talk about one-to-one function. Then only domain can be converted to range and range can be converted to domain. So we need to have one-to-one function. Inverse, that is how we are saying that domain and range can be easily exchanged for an inverse relation. So for fx is a function, the inverse is represented by f inverse x. Fx is a function, f inverse x is gx. If f and g, one is f inverse, let us call f inverse as g. So if f and g are inverses, if we say that these two functions, that f is an inverse of g and g is an inverse of f. This is only possible when fa equals b and gb equals a. When they are inverses, that is, if you put the value of a in function f, you get b. And if you put the value of b in function g, you have to get a. You'll understand it just now. The only thing I'm trying to suggest here is I'm trying to change the value of domain and range. So f of gx has to be x, or g of fx is x, that is fog x is x, composite function is x, and gof is also x. F and g are inverses of each other. One is f, g is actually f inverse. So fog x and gof x, basically you are finding f of f inverse. We're just saying g is f inverse. So fog x should be x and gof x, that is f inverse operation, f inverse composition of f should be x. What are the steps to find inverses? So what do? We know that y is equal to fx. So we replace fx with y. First step is replace fx with y. Then we interchange the value of x and y. Wherever x is there, we'll change to y, and wherever y is there, we change to x. Now we'll solve for y. And now we'll replace this y, or we'll say whatever y is the only f inverse, and f inverse x is y only. Let me tell you again, for a function to have an inverse, it has to be a one-to-one function, and that is done through the horizontal line test. Horizontal line test, as we earlier saw, vertical line test will show us whether a graph is a function or whether it is a function or not. But one-to-one means every value of x, or the set 1 or set x or set a, is mapped to set b, only one matching. That is, if the one set is the boyfriend set, the other is the girlfriend set, only one boyfriend will have only one girlfriend, or conversely, one girlfriend will only have one boyfriend. This is 1-to-1. If something is remaining, don't worry. If one girl is remaining on the y set, doesn't matter. But it has to have a one-to-one mapping from x to y. How to check this? This is we check using the horizontal line test. Until we find out that it is a one-to-one, we won't be able to talk about inverse, because we have to interchange the domain and range. Domain and range will be interchanged for an inverse function. That is, if we just take this scenario, when we take the inverse, it will be two girlfriends having one boyfriend. And it is in a for a definition of function, one x value cannot have two y values. One x value cannot have y value, because ultimately when we take the inverse, we will interchange this two set. A will become B set, B will become A set. So now when we take this scenario, this is not a function. A girlfriend cannot have two boyfriend if you reverse this. So what we have to check before even talking about inverse, we have to check that whether it is one to one or not. So this is horizontal line and it travels or it traverses vertically. So this is a horizontal line, it traverses vertically, and every time we check whether it cuts the graph in more than one point. If it cuts or if it intersects the graph in more than 2 points or more than 1 point, then it is not one to one. For example, see here, this is the y value. For this graph, we have 2x values which is giving 2x values which is giving a single y value. That is one boyfriend, another boyfriend, they both have a single girlfriend. And this is not one to one. One girlfriend cannot have two boyfriends, one boyfriend cannot have two girlfriends. This is not possible in one to one. Now this function, let me take one more. Inverse. Let us take the inverse. Let us say one more. Horizontal test. Now you see here, this particular graph is passing the horizontal line test. It is only intersecting in one point. It should not intersect on more than one. But the problem is, it is not crossing the pencil test. That is vertical line test. It is giving you 2 points. So it is failing again. That is, x is giving you two y values, or you can say y is having two values. Let me reiterate. A girlfriend cannot have two boyfriend. Two boyfriend cannot have one girlfriend. Okay. How to find out the inverse of ordered pair relation? Just change the position. 7 3 will become 3 7, 5 3 will become 3 5, 9 8 will be 8 9, 11 4 will be 4 11. This will be 7 5, 5 3, 9 7 and 11 9. Right? Now the first function has something which I want you to tell me. What is the situation here? Whether it is going to form a proper function or not. How to find an inverse function? So this function fx is equal to negative half x plus 1. What is the first step? We replace fx with y. So I am writing y for fx. Y equals minus half x plus 1. Now change the position of x and y. Make x as y, y as x. First step was we wrote y for fx. Second step is x should be replaced by y, y should be replaced by x. So this is our second step. Now third step is solve for y, and that y will be only our inverse. So let us solve it for y. I am multiplying 2 every side, and I just have to have y on one side and others on other side. So what do you get? You get y equals 2 minus 2x, so you can write minus 2x plus 2 also. This y is your f inverse x. This is your inverse. This is your f inverse. This will be negative 2x plus 2. So this also will do step by step. Just replace gx with y because it is fx gx, same thing. So now replace x with y with x. Now we have to find y here, and that y will be your inverse, that is g inverse x. So now you just have to have y on one side and others on another side. So y is your g inverse x. G inverse x. So this is 2x plus 4. These are two functions. How do we find out that these two are inverses of each other or not? There are two methods. The first method is fx is equal to 5x plus 10. Assume fx to be y. So y equals 5x plus 10. Now interchange x and y value. I am placing x as y and y as x. So this is x equal to 5y plus 10. Now solve for y. So 5y will be x minus 10. And y will be equal to x by 5 minus 10 by 5. So that will be 2. So I am just solving it for y because y will essentially be our inverse. And it should be gx. See, f inverse x is gx. That is what we have to check. So what do we get? F inverse x is gx only. So these two, fx and gx, are basically inverses because gx is nothing but f inverse x, which we found out from here. So these two are inverses. There is another method. F of gx or g of fx should come as x. That is the composite of f of gx, fog x or gof x should give you x. So how do we do this? F of gx, let us find out. Now take this gx and put it inside fx. Take this x by 5 minus 2 and put it in the place of 5x plus 10x. So when we solve this, 5 gets cancelled, this it only remains x, 5 minus 2 is 10, 10 gets cancelled, you get x. So this is x. Yes, they are inverses. You can check for gof also. 1-to-1 is horizontal line test. So in order to find out inverse, first we have to check whether it is 1-to-1. So how to find out 1-to-1? See, fx is equal to under root x minus 2. So y will be equal to under root x minus 2. Now we'll make a table. I'm not making it. I'm just telling you how to do this. You have to graph a function. You have to plot this x, y values will be plotted and a freehand flowing graph you can make. Now you see here. This is our graph of fx equals under root x minus 2. When we have this graph, we will apply the horizontal line test. When we apply the horizontal line test, it has to give us only one intersection, otherwise it will be many to one. We need to have 1-to-1. So if you see horizontal line test, it will only intersect at one point, and this gives you that it is going to be 1-to-1. So this is a horizontal line, and if you see here, there is one point only it is intersecting. This is 1-to-1. Now we can talk about inverse for this function. Now let us come to the another function, fx equals x square minus 4. And if you see this horizontal line, it intersects 2 points. So this is not 1-to-1. We cannot even talk about inverse. This is not 1-to-1. Inverse is only possible when the function is 1-to-1.